Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here, actually, I'm thinking everyone is new here because I think we're just going to do a whole separate channel for books. If you are not acquainted with me, my name is Elena. I'm the homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos, and we have another channel where we talk about everything from homeschooling to homemaking. And we had some book videos on there, but I think, like I said, we're just going to do a separate channel with all the bookish things, and that's where we're at. With Middle Grade March coming up, it always makes me really excited. I have participated the last couple of years, and I will link some of the other videos from the previous channel if you want to see that in there. That channel is more, like I said, lifestyle, and it desperately needs to be updated. It hasn't happened in the last couple of months. We moved, and yeah, there was a lot that was happening. So, but like I said, Middle Grade March is coming up, and with that, the excitement of books and all the bookish things. So I thought I would share with you some of my piles of possibilities for Middle Grade March because I don't have a set list. I just have some that I think I may want to read, and I'm super excited for this year's Middle Grade March because I think my daughter is going to participate with me, and she's never done a reading challenge with me, so it should be fun. On that note, one of the group reads is The Secret Garden. And I have actually never read The Secret Garden. I don't know how I missed that, but my daughter is going to read The Secret Garden, but we found from our library the graphic novel version. So I'm really excited. I got this one out. We checked it out so that she could read this version. She's pretty excited about it. She was not as excited to read the actual book with me, but we're gonna read this together. I don't purchase a lot of books, and when we do purchase books, they're used. But I did get books from Thriftbooks, and I believe this one should be The Secret Garden, although it feels pretty thin. And then I also got a package from eBay. So let's open this one and see if it is The Secret Garden. I was waiting to open it with y'all. Also, how cute was Thriftbooks? Their covering for February is pink with little hearts. Uh-oh, did I write? I hope I bought the right version. It looks kind of like a picture book. So here is the thing with Thriftbooks is that you don't always know the cover of the book that you're going to get. You can pick hardcover or paperback or mass market, I think is the choices that they give you, but you don't. The picture that they show doesn't always match what the cover of the book is going to look like because they are used books. You can buy new ones on there as well, but it'll say like new on there. But most of the time, like I said, we purchased used books. Oh, it says adapted, so I'm guessing this is no. This is not the full book. This is, oh darn it, a movie adaptation. I'm guessing. I've never seen the movie either, but this was not what I was hoping it would be. So it looks like I will either have to find The Secret Garden somewhere else, or try again on Thriftbooks, or check it out from the library. I did have, I think our library, our local one, has most of them checked out. I'm wondering if others are participating in our area, but yeah, I'll have to find it. So it is a pretty edition. It's got the nice cute keyhole punch out, but because this was not, I wanted the actual novel. That's okay. Let me show you what the other packages too, since we're opening. These are from eBay, so I did know what I was getting, more or less. This one is for my youngest son, a Merry Christmas cookbook. It's a Disney cookbook, and it just has, if you would expect, characters and different kinds of recipes for it. This one, like Lightning McQueen's pot pie, Stitch's Hawaiian eggnog, and Jasmine's yummy yogurt dip. So different kinds of recipes. He has checked a couple of these books out from the library and has really enjoyed the Disney themed cookbooks, but he also just kids cookbooks, so we've been checking out a lot of those from the library too, but this one I just thought was cute, and he didn't have this one, and our local libraries didn't have it available either, so I purchased this one for him because I was purchasing a Bible for my daughter. This will probably go into her Easter basket. This is the NIV Bible for teen girls growing in faith, hope, love. She does have another Bible, and then she actually takes mine, one of my older ones, to church with her, but this one has like little devotionals inside for teens, and I just thought maybe she would enjoy having this. This one is a hardcover, and so she probably will not be taking this one because it's pretty heavy. I have like a thin line pink one that she has been taking. So, but this will be cute to have at home. So that was the little bit of the haul that I received. Let's keep talking about middle grade options. In keeping with the library, a couple of books that we checked out is the other read-along Moon Garden. This one is by Michelle A. Berry. This is, like I said, it's the other read-along for middle grade March. I will also leave the announcement and the for 2025, the kind of the prompts and everything in the comment box or in the description box down below if you want to follow along. But this one is kind of a retelling of The Secret Garden. So I haven't decided if I want to read this one first or if I want to read The Secret Garden. I was thinking of reading The Secret Garden and then this one, but seeing as I bought the wrong Secret Garden, maybe we'll start with this one. On a whim, I also picked out Glass. This is by Catherine Lasky. It says, in a grand glass house, there was a girl named Bess whose power would one day change the fate of her family and her own. This is a Cinderella retelling, and it was really pretty. This one would fit for middle grade March, and it has flowers on the cover, so you could use it for that one as well, for that prompt. But I like retellings, and this was just, I think it was, I don't even know if it was in their new section or if it was just like, you know, propped up. Sometimes on the top of the bookshelves they have books they're highlighting. Could have been there. This one I think was in their newer section. This is Drawing Dina. It also has flowers on the cover, and this one I had picked up because my daughter likes to draw and I thought this might be fun, but I wanted to take a look at it first before she read through it. This is by I'm probably gonna say it wrong. For that I apologize. Hina Khan. This one says, Dina dreams of being an artist, maybe even a great one like her favorite painter, Van Gogh. She knows her mom wants her to focus on school and working toward a practical career, especially since money is an issue in her family. Dina overhears her parents fighting over finances at night and sees her mom struggle with her home business, selling Pakistani clothes to local aunties. When Dina discovers a way to help her mom's business and pursue her artistic passions, she doesn't hesitate, even if it means venturing onto social media. With a little help from her cousin and best friend, Parissa, Dina soon starts sharing her own artwork online as well, but when her relationship with her art and her cousin begins to change, Dina grows increasingly anxious. How can she find her creative voice and draw the future that she wants for herself when everything is spinning out of control? So it sounds like it has, it says for ages 8 to 12, and it sounds like it deals with anxiety issues as well as maybe finances, and I don't know, it does mention her parents, so yeah. So this was on a whim. We picked this one up as well. I think that's it for middle grade once we checked out from the library. I know that my kiddos have some, but I think that they were just like picking books to read, not necessarily for this challenge. The other middle grade books that I was thinking of picking up is Julia and the Shark. This is by Kieran Millwood Hargrave, illustrated by Tom DeFreston. So this would work for the author with 3 names, and I think it would also work for the prompt of travel. I believe that's one of the prompts. I know I had this on one of my other list for a previous middle grade March, and I never got around to reading it, and I don't know if I will for this one either, but every so often I'll pick it up again and try to read it. This one is a different cover than I think what was actually put out, because this is an ARC book. This one is so funny because it says advanced reading copy, not for sale, and we did in fact buy this at a used bookstore, at a like thrift store, I think. And so I remember we picked it up because my son likes sharks. So we picked this one up, but he said he tried to read it and it just didn't have enough shark stuff for him. So he didn't get into it, but we've kept it because I've heard great things about this. So this one might be one the royal we read. Another couple of other books. The Weston Game. Again, I know I've had this for another previous thing I was trying to read and I didn't, but I have added this to a couple of other reading challenges that I'm doing for the year, and so I think it would be a good time to pick it up. And I believe it is it says juvenile young adult, so I don't know what that means. I'll have to double check if it is considered middle grade or young adult. If it's considered young adult, I mean, we can still read it. It's for the other challenge as well. But picked up the Weston game, or one that I have on my radar to read is this one. Then Roald Dahl Boy, Tales of Childhood. This also I am going to use for 2 challenges. One is Middle Grade March, a book in the 1900s, written in the 1900s. Anybody else feel incredibly old that we like it's a whole different century, we're calling it the 1900s? I don't know, something about that just makes me feel like, wow, okay, yeah, I guess it was a while ago. So like, you know, over 25 years ago. So I picked this one up though because I picked it up off my son's shelf. He read it and I needed a book for written in the 1900s for Middle Grade March. And then also another year-long challenge I'm doing is hosted by my library district, and the prompt, I cannot remember. I will have to put it down here for you what I'm using this one for, but that is one I hope to read for March as well. And then I've never read The Wizard of Oz. I don't know how this slipped past me. I watched this book so many times. I watched this movie so many times. As a child, there was a period of my life where we were like obsessed with it and we watched it all the time. Let me know if you guys had that movie, like where you just got stuck on it and you just watched it over and over and over again. For a period of time, it was The Wizard of Oz. But I don't think I actually ever read the book. So I was trying to go through some of our boxes and clean out the rest of our books, figure out where we're going to put these all. And I realized we had this beautiful Usborne illustrated version of it. It says is complete and unabridged. And so I thought maybe this would be a good one to pick up as well. This one would count for travel. It would count for author with 3 names, Al Frank Baum. I don't see any flowers on the cover of this particular, well, no, I think that's part of the tree. I was going to say maybe up here, these little things, or maybe in the bushes, but not really any flowers in here, so it wouldn't count for that. But there is this one, and then I think, when was it written? Even the contents is pretty, like, it's decorated. Oh, this edition first published in 2019, but that is not. I will put down if it hits any of the other prompts that you could use it for, but there's also this as well. So veering from Middle Grade March, just books that I kind of want to read up this month or soon I want to start with. I realized that my oldest has never read The Hunger Games, and my husband was talking about rewatching these movies, and I asked him if he had ever read the books. My husband is not too big of a reader. We're slowly like trying to find different books, and so at a thrift store I found the first copy, or the first in the series, and so I picked it up, and my hope is to get the other ones as well. At one point I thought I had these books, but maybe I didn't, or it could have been so long ago that they got left like at my parents' house. That's how long ago I owned these books and was reading them. But The Hunger Games, I would like to reread this as part of the family. My youngers are not going to read this book with us, but I would like for my oldest son and my husband and I to reread this. Well, it'll be a reread for me, but it'll be a first read for them. And then maybe we can do like family night and watch the movies as well. But I was talking to my son about it and telling him when I realized that he had never read the book, and I was like, "You've never read it?" And I was telling him a little bit about it. He was intrigued. So hopefully. The only issue is that if we're all trying to reread it, and I only have one copy of the book. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to buy a couple more, or if we'll just one at a time read it, or if probably more likely, you know, some of us will be like, I'll just watch the movie. But I do want to reread this series. I know that Oshina from Oshina Gotta Read 'Em All has reread them, but I think she's like further along in her reread, and maybe I'll like go back and watch other videos, but I can't like in real time keep up with her because I haven't even started yet. But I do want to reread this series. Another series that I did start rereading last year and I didn't finish. It's the Harry Potter series. I do have like a pretty collection, what I call a pretty collection, a series where the covers, like the spines, make up another picture. Maybe I'll flash up a picture of what the the words are not coming. The covers that I have that it looks like, I don't know. Anyways, at one point, here's what happened. I bought the books. I bought them used, and so they didn't match. And then I got rid of them. And I think it was when we had to move. We were downsizing a lot, and I let a lot of stuff go, and so I had to let go of a ton of books, and that was part of it because they didn't match. They weren't like a set that was cohesive. So I let them go. Then my husband purchased me the set that like matches the matching one, the pretty one. But and let me know if anybody else is like this. Now I have these books and I started rereading them, but then I was so worried that I was gonna like wreck them, and I kind of want to go through, and I've never annotated and written in them, and now that I've read them, sorry, I don't know if you can pick up the washer in the background, but we're also doing laundry. It's just life happens here. So, but I want to kind of annotate them, but I don't want to annotate in my pretty books. And so I'm trying to piece together again, just like if I can find a couple of used ones. So far, I think I only have like 2 or 3. So I don't know how that's going for me, but I do want to finish up this series reread as well. So at the time of filming, it is the last day of February, and so I have finished up quite a number of books for February, but maybe I will record separately and kind of give you a rundown of what I read, because I feel like this is kind of all over the place. But I wanted to just really quickly tell you what you can expect from the channel. So all things kind of bookish. I am, like I said, doing 2 year-long challenges. One is with my library, or the library district that we're in now, and then another one is on Storygraph. I'm checking on my phone to make sure that I get it right. It is called 15 Nifty United States. It's on the Storygraph app, and it is 50 prompts, 1 for each state, and they're kind of cute. Like Wyoming is the cowboy state, and so a book that takes you for a ride. Alabama, Roll Tide, is a book that features sports, on and on. Colorado, the Rocky Mountains, mountains on the cover. And so so far, I'm actually 15 out of 50 books with that one done. And so I will continue to put on there. If I can figure out how to link the actual challenge, I will do that for you. Otherwise, I'll try to link my profile on Storygraph, and then I think you can find it that way if you're interested in doing the challenge along as well. But we'll be updating what we're reading, what we hope to read. We do a lot of library checkouts, like I said. Not too many big giant hauls because we are a family on a budget, but when we do buy books, I will try to maybe save them and show them to you at once. They're mostly going to be used books, I can already promise you that. And then I do keep a book log, a book journal, a book, why is the words not coming to me? But I have to create that. I have to finish up last year's, and then I have to get this year's going. We're already in the 3rd, or going into the 3rd month of the year, and I haven't started that. But that's on the menu, so to say. And then eventually, hopefully, let's get all these books organized and into bookshelves, because like I said, we moved a couple months ago, and not just little projects. Some have not gotten done because life has a funny way of coming at you. But I just wanted to give that little bit of what's to come. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you'll stick around. I wanted to pop in, and I'm using my phone, so it's kind of grainier probably, but I wanted to let you know the update on the Thriftbooks order, because we order from them frequently, and I didn't want it to, I just like to hear how the customer service when other people experience it, all that jazz. So I did contact them. I wasn't sure because we had ordered this, and then it like took me a week or 2 to open the package, because like I said, I was waiting to share with y'all. But I did contact their customer service. I just went online, I did the chat. It didn't take long at all. I let them know that I received the abridged version of the book, and I wanted the actual full story. And they were quick and said, okay, we can send you out a replacement. Unfortunately, they didn't have the same condition that I had purchased it in, so I purchased a very good book, and they only had the good book available. That's their different tiers of how the books are. So they said, we can either send you that one, or we can just send you a full replacement or refund for what for what I paid for that book. Since I want the book anyways, I just said it was fine to send me the replacement. They did say it would take about up to, I think, 12 business days to get to me, not including weekends and the holidays. So there's that it could take a little bit longer. But as soon as the chat was done and I closed the window, I already had an email from them saying that here's your new order number. And so I already have the order number and I can look that up and kind of keep tabs of it. Just wanted to let you know the customer service of it all and how that went down in case you're interested if you purchase from them before. I also have a link for them probably down below for you.